Alrighty, so another little kind of gear review slash demo. This time of an amp. This is my main little practice amp that I keep here in my home office to just jam and write with. I keep, like I said in my last video, I keep my main gig rig kind of ready to go. I don't bring it in the house that often or jam on it at home that much when I'm not recording. But I picked up this amp. I actually got it for Christmas, which is an awesome Christmas present. It's the Orange Crush 12L solid state little practice amp. I think they run about, you can correct me if I'm wrong, 89 to 99 bucks, somewhere in that range. Again, a little solid state tone machine. So for my last video, I've been getting some requests and people asking me about my tone and about this amp, saying it sounds huge, and they're right, it sounds killer. It's about 12 watts, I believe, 12 watts, but it's solid state watts. It doesn't really get that loud. Say like a 15 watt tube amp, which is just going to get screaming demon loud, but this thing, you can't play it with a band unless you mic it, but even then it'd be kind of hard to get over on top of a drummer with this little guy. But for home use and recording, you can't really beat it. It sounds as tube as it can get, in my opinion. It sounds all kinds of tube. It just, they really did a great job of getting that kind of orange tone out of a little solid state amp. So I don't know, you can't really quite see the controls, but I'll kind of point to you what they are. My camera won't really zoom, so I'm just going to say, when starting right here, you have a headphone jack, and then you have low, then you have mid, high, volume, overdrive, and gain, and then your input right here at the end. And that's all there is, you know. And the top you have the funky cymbals that they have on the high-end amps, but below it actually tells you what they are, unlike you know, some of their expensive amps that just have the kind of hieroglyphic symbols for what everything is, and this one has both, which is cool, a nice little touch. And kind of like, I guess you just standard kind of almost chicken head kind of knobs, but not really. So let's just talk about the little sounds, or let's just do a couple demos of the sounds of what this thing can do. Right now, when I started off playing, I had my low at about close to halfway. My mids are right about 3 o'clock, I think. My highs are actually, my mids are actually more at 10 o'clock, and my highs are at 3 o'clock. My volume was about 11. My overdrive was set at about 2 o'clock, and my gain was set at about 11 o'clock. And that's pretty much where I like, that's my wheelhouse. That's a more classic rock kind of tone, you know. Really, you get a little dry, a little spank, but it's also, you know, has that little bit of clean. It's not too heavy. And I'm playing through my Welch WG 55 Les Paul Gold Top copy, which, if you saw my other review, you see this is an amazing guitar that just sounds insane for the money. So, well, that's where my settings were for that. But I'll see what else I can do with it here. I'm gonna dial my overdrives back. I'm gonna put them both at about let's say 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna crank my volume a little bit. And normally I don't play this clean. I get clean from turning my volume down on my guitar, but for this purposes I'll do that. And I'll tell you what I'll do for my tone controls. I'll just have everything right at 12 o'clock, so everything's right up. You're getting a basic meter of what everything sounds like. So here we go. Here's clean. Okay, now we'll go in the middle position in my guitar so you can just kind of... You can kind of hear the different sounds it goes there. Now, here we go to the neck. So you can kind of hear it. It'll clean up real nice, and it has a real crisp sound. Now let's talk about a little about the overdrives. Now you kind of heard where I had it set, but you can hear all kinds of things this thing can do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank the overdrive and keep the gain right at about 10 o'clock. And you're going to hear a jump in volume. Let me bring that volume down, actually, so it's not blowing your ears out. You hear a little jump in the volume, and again, interference locally from some radio over here, so the recording can be a pain. But you can hear a little jump in volume and a definite gain machine right now. This is more like a classic overdrive right here. Look at that. I mean, that's just awesome tone. Please excuse the playing. I'm rusty. I don't get a chance to play as much as I'd like right now, but a good reason, because I have a 2-year-old daughter, and she's amazing. So when she's older, I'll play more. I'm not missing it right now. I'm enjoying her. But anyway, so there you go. That's some the overdrive crank. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna dial the overdrive to about halfway, about 12 o'clock, and I'm going to crank the gain this time. And we definitely get a jump in gain major. You got some serious gain right now. Now, that's, I mean, it'll go insane though. So here we go. Here's overdrive and gain maxed out. So, and excuse, I'm not a heavy player, so everything I'm playing I'm just kind of making up on the spot. So, I'm a blues guy and a classic rock guy and all that stuff, but do my best at giving you some hard rock for you. My best attempt at an old Metallica song that I used to know how to play, but obviously don't know how to play anymore. But there you go, the Orange Crush 12L solid state little practice amp. If you want a little amp for home use, just to practice and jam around at the house or record, you can't really beat it for the money. It's insane. It's an insane quality amp for an insane low price. I love it. And highly recommend it to anyone just looking for a little small amp. I hope you enjoy it. Peace.